So at the age of 25, the Holy Prophet ﷺ marries Lady Khadija alayhi salam. By the way, one interesting point here. The Prophet's choice of marrying Khadija says a lot about the position of the Prophet towards women. Once I was on the plane in Canada flying back to the US, when a Canadian lady, we got into a discussion on Islam. She said, I have a question to ask you. I'll be very honest. I don't have a positive impression of the status of women in Islam. She said, I'll be very honest, I am impacted by the media. It seems that Islam wants women to be locked up. They can't drive, they can't work. Is this true? I told her, let me tell you something. 14 centuries ago, because her impression was that the Prophet wanted women to be locked up in their homes. I told her 14 centuries ago, there was a man at the age of 25. I told her the story of the Prophet ﷺ and Lady Khadija. I told him she was the wealthiest business person. She proposed to him. He agreed to marry her, and she was his first wife and most beloved wife. Do you know who that man is? She said, no, I've never heard of the story. I told her that man was Prophet Muhammad ﷺ. What does that tell you about his character and personality? Did he choose a woman who was locked up in her house, or he chose an independent woman who had her own business, and in fact she was the wealthiest woman in Arabia? What does that tell you about our Prophet? That he wants women to be tied up, not to have their independence? Tears came to her eyes. She said, I've never heard of this story before. Your Prophet Muhammad, he married a woman who was a business lady at the time in Arabia? I said, yes. That's his first wife whom he chose to start his family with.